I know it's been so long since I've done a video, but I put my hands up. Life just got crazy, and my whole house was being done, and my filming room was just a mess, my studio was a mess. Anyway, so that is my excuse. I'm back on filming. Oh, Jesus Christ. I am back filming. I have done a full face of Urban Decay. Kind of a lot of them are new products that I've been testing out, and I am really happy with the outcome. So stay tuned to see whether I like everything, if there's things I don't like, and what was my favourite product. And I will see you in the next video. So we are going to be testing out a full face of Urban Decay. So I went to a masterclass. I'm just going to pin my hair back, these little bits back. I went to a masterclass at the Oxford Hair and Makeup School, which is where I actually learned how to do hair. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm a hair and makeup artist full time. So I do a lot of bridal, so I wanted to be able to learn to do bridal updos. I was fine with the makeup, but hair takes so much more like skill, in my opinion. Like, you just don't know how hair's going to turn out. So I am very, very lucky to have done the course, and I learnt from the best. So Holly is incredible, and I always look at her pictures and I always think one day I will be as good as you, I hope. So we had a masterclass and we bought lots of things, and Holly actually said to me that my first YouTube video back in will be a full face of Urban Decay. So that's what we're here doing. I bought quite a few things. The only thing I didn't get was brows. I completely forgot. So I'm going to be using my own things for brows. So, but the rest will be all Urban Decay. So to start off with, I'm going to prime. So this is the Urban Defense Complexion Primer, SPF 30, Smoothing Environmental Protection. So I have swatched this before, and it felt like, oh, it's like silk. It's like, it comes out silicone-y, but it hasn't got that silicone feel. Does that even make sense? It feels amazing, and it kind of just, there's no sticky residue or anything to the skin. It just feels so silky. So I'm just going to put this all, I'm kind of concentrating this through the T-zone, because that's where I have a bit of oil come through. And I actually don't get a lot of oily skin anymore. So because I've ramped up my skincare regime, if you want a skincare updated regime, actually, have I ever done a skincare? Anyway, if you want a skincare routine on my channel, then I will do that, because I look back at some videos and my pores were so big, and now I feel like that they're actually a lot smaller. My skin is kind of evened out, but I'll do a whole video on that. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Naked Skin. Now, I love the Urban Decay All Nighter, but it is too dry. So the lady said mixing them both together gets a really, really flawless finish, because I usually mix it with something, the All Nighter with something else. So I'm actually going to mix these two together. I'm going to go and get it. I just take a flat brush and wipe it on, and then I just blend out with the Expert Face brush. Yeah, so I'm very excited for holiday. Hopefully I'll be nice and brown. I've got so much to do before we go though. Especially like packing for kids as well, because I've got a stepdaughter and a daughter. And with kids that are like, well, my daughter's 2.5, no, she's 3 almost. Packing stuff for them, like, you feel you just take so much, like 10 bloody weeks worth of stuff, but we're only going for 2 weeks. But I've got some good outfits, so hopefully get some good photos. For concealer, I forget how unforgiving these lights are. Like, you think your skin's really great, and then you get under studio lights and you're like, oh. So for concealer, I'm using the Naked Skin. Now, they do have an all-nighter concealer, but the lady said that it sits in the creases and it's really, really dry. So now that my skin is not so oily, I decided to pick up the Naked Skin and give this a go. But this might be a little bit light, but we're going to make it work. So we are off to Turkey for 2 weeks. Because I do make hair and makeup, I haven't had a weekend off in months. And now that we're going into wedding season, it's the 5 AM starts. So, because I've got to kind of get up and make myself look presentable, because I can't just turn up to a wedding looking like crap, because then I just ruin someone's photos. So I have to kind of look presentable. So yeah, but I love what I do. So I bought this palette. This is called the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. It has one side creams. So these are your colour correctors, cream highlights, like a concealer, and then a contour. And then on the other side, and it has a mirror both sides. On the other side it has a bronzer, a contour, a powder, and then a highlight. So I'm going to use the contour, I think, and just see how this goes. So I'm just going to take a little bit because it looks very dark. Okay, well it is dark, but it doesn't come off as dark in the palette. I mean on the skin as it looks in the palette. So we'll just start with that. And to buff out contour, I always use the sculpting brush from Real Techniques. So for the under eyes, see, it has not creased that bad. So to set the under eyes, I'm actually going to take this one because this looks quite bright. This looks like a brightening powder. So I'm going to set the contour first. I'm just going to dip it in. I'm just going to wipe a bit away because when the lady in the demo did it, they're very pigmented. So I just want to be a bit more careful. Okay, nice, nice. So these brushes are actually from Hamer. It's a Dutch shop. So my family from Holland, well my mum is, and they have one in Birmingham Central Station, and I was so excited because I could get licorice and all of the cakes and stuff that I love and the biscuits. So I picked up these brushes and they are amazing and they're so cheap. I think I paid for like the big fluffy brushes like less than £5. So I've got a sculpting brush, they've got a buffing brush, and then there's like a blush contour, and they've got eyeshadow brushes, and they're so good. So if you're ever, I think there's one in London as well, so if you're ever near a Hamer, go and have a little rummage. Oh, I've just noticed that I don't have a blush. I'm just going to take the stippling brush and MAC Melba. I'm going to put on some highlight, but first I'm going to carve out my contour a little bit. So I'm going to take the same palette, the light contour as they call it, and just carve out. So this is very light, but it does an okay job. I don't know if it's just too light. Oh, that's better. So you have to really kind of swirl it in. I'm going to take, so I've got the All Nighter spray. So they do this in a black bottle now because the bottle used to look so dirty, which I think is really good. Because especially as we're doing makeup, I just throw things in a bag in my makeup kit and everything looks filthy. So I'm just going to take a fan brush, spray, and take the highlight in the palette. See what this is like. Okay, okay. Oh god, it looks chunky. I don't know if it's the spray. Okay, so it's a good highlighter, but I don't like the spray. I didn't like the spray on it. I think it made it a little bit bitty, like, yeah, chalky. So I'm just going to go in with my new skin spray and just to see if it's any... Oh god, no. I don't think this highlight likes being... Oh my god, look at that, that's awful. Okay. I don't think this highlight likes being sprayed, like added water to it, which is so unusual because normally highlights work even better. Okay, I think I've saved it. I think I just need to go in with a little bit more of like the bronzy contours, just to kind of blend out the edges. Whew, that was close. Okay, so skin is done. It's a little bit creasy under my eyes, but I knew that was going to happen anyway. So let's spray the all-nighter spray on my face. Or should we do brows first? Let's do brows first, and then we can apply it all over. So for brows, I didn't get a brow palette, so I'm going to use my new colour brow kit, which I am obsessed with. The colour payoff is insane, and the brushes are really good that come with it. So I'm just going to dip into the lightest colour. And I just did one dip. And the colour payoff is insane. Okay. And then I'm actually just gonna do the other one as well. I think this is a good palette for like beginners. Not beginners, but people who are either in a rush or not very good at brows. And you know, the dip brows can sometimes be a bit hard to work with, whereas sometimes powder's a little bit easier. So I'm just taking a mix of the two now to do my strength line on top. See, it's just really so quick and easy. And then I'm just going to take the lightest colour and just brush up. That's basically it. Okay, let's do some eyes. So I have got the Naked Heat palette. I'm just going to do a quick eye tutorial. Quick eye look. I have got eyelash extensions on, so I'm just going to take Sourced and Low Blow mixed together. Wow, these are pigmented. And just run it through the crease. So on the outer corner, I'm just going to take He Double. Just to darken it up slightly. As I say, I'm just going to do a really quick eye look. Under the eye, I'm going to take He Double as well. And then I might take a bit of Enfuego and just put some of that on the outer corner. And then for the lash line, see, I told you this is like super quick. I'm just going to take my MAC pencil and just take Enfuego and Ashes, and I'm going to just run it just close to the lash line. That's all I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to take some of the highlights and just put it under my brow bone. Just right in the arch, just to give that a little bit of a lift. For lips, I've got a lip liner in 1993. So I'm just going to line my lips first. And for lipstick, I have got Liar. This is one of their cream lipsticks. This is so contour, and it's a little bit lighter than the lip liner, which I like. love these colours together. I do like a darker lip, like a darker nude. Let's take out the hair. Okay, I am all done. So I like everything, but I'm not as sold on the Shapeshifter palette. I don't know. I need to give it another go. I think that some, like, these have got amazing pigment, but maybe a little bit too much. Can you have too much pigment? This colour I like. The highlight I'm not so keen on. I mean, it looks nice now, but close up it looks a little bit chalky. And I really need to try these ones, but the contour was okay. They could just do with a bit of a bronzer shade, like a cream bronzer, but or a blush. That's the only thing that this palette doesn't have. Maybe they could just do, scrap the highlight. No, I don't know. I think they could scrap the cream highlight and one of these, and then do like 2 more powders or something. But anyway, I shall keep using that. Love the primer. I don't know whether primers really do a great deal, but I do really like this one. Love the spray and the foundation and the concealer. I just need to get a darker concealer, but I'm happy overall with how my skin looks. I will catch up with you later on just to give you an update on how it's worn through the day. Hello, so I'm just checking back in. It is now 5 o'clock. I am actually going out for dinner, but I have been obsessed. I'll just zoom you in. So I am pretty obsessed with the makeup. I've had nothing break up. The eye makeup looks good. The highlight looks, honestly, I don't think I've got anything bad. The only thing I've topped up is lips because I've eaten, but yeah, I love. So this is a new brand fave, I think. I've used stuff from Urban Decay before, but I am obsessed. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I probably won't do another update because it hasn't broken up at all, and I still think this would look flawless. And you know what it might be down to? This little golden goodie here. I think I'm obsessed with it. I think I'm slowly becoming obsessed. So I will catch you in the next video. See you soon.